Comedian Greg Warren in the studio with us. What's up, Greg? Good to see you, man.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Do you remember growing up, what was your popcorn maker that you had growing up?
We had a couple. We had one that was like kind of a bubble type thing with you put oil on the bottom. There's like a big yellow plastic thing over the top, and you flip it over, and that's the bowl.
Oh,
when it's done.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was that what I would say would be the highlight. And then that hot air popper got that was a big deal for one.
Bring it.
Pop, baby.
Let's go.
It just wasn't good popcorn.
What?
It was so dry.
Are you
man.
kidding me?
You
put the little butter on top of the little thing and it melts it and it drips on it.
I know, but I'm more of an oil guy than a butter guy. So
that's your problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stand by it. I'm sorry.
What's your favorite oil?
10W30.
Well, yeah. I sold Crisco oil, so I got to stand by that.
Oh yeah, forgot you work for Procter and Gamble or whatever.
Procter and Gamble, yeah.
Do they own that? I guess so.
They spun it off, man. They're not in the food business anymore.
And also, don't you have the because he was the salesman? You have your special is called the Salesman.
Yeah.
And that's available where?
It's on Nate Bargatze's YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to go and watch that as soon as we're done with the show, they can go and do it. I'm saying that because they have to finish listening to us now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty nice to have Nate on that, or you on his. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's real good.
Is it kind of the way it's going with comedy?
I don't know. I mean, I know Nate's kind of looking to. He just wanted to build sort of a network where you could watch
different people,
stuff with your family, really.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, help me out. What's Ben Shapiro? What did he come up with?
Like Daily Wire.
It's kind of like, but for comedy though.
Really?
But it's like, I don't know. I'm
like
just guessing. I'm asking.
His own empire.
Yeah, like you have your own, you have your own members that you create your team basically.
Clean comedy, and everybody comes together. Anybody and everybody can watch it together, and you're good.
Yeah, man. I always get nervous when I say clean comedy because there's probably about 90% of your listeners are like lame. I swear it's got an edge. If you watch Nate, he's got an edge to it. Yeah.
How many people say that Nate's their favorite comic? And it's so hard to do a clean joke. It really is. It's so easy to take the blue route, to go the naughty route, the whatever. You can have innuendo and all that kind of stuff, and I think that's okay. But you can push it too far, and a lot of people don't know where that line is. And I think it's really respectful of you guys to be able to walk that line and do it in a cool way.
Yeah, thanks, man. Number one, I like a lot of clean comics. I like a lot of dirty comics too. Like a lot of.
I like comics.
Yeah. You just made me think of something when you said blue. This is going to sound like I'm lying, but there's this guy, Dan, that works at my home comedy club in St. Louis. Dan's been working for the comedy club for about 15 years, and he's just a larger-than-life character, runs his mouth all the time, and is always wrong. And somebody called, mind you, he's been working at the comedy club for 15 years.
Right.
They called the box office, and they said, hey, is the comedian blue tonight? And Dan said, the headliner is African-American, and the feature act is white.
That's pretty much all you need. All right, Greg Warren's with us. You can check out The Salesman. It is on Nate Bargatze's YouTube, and we'll come back talking more with Greg Warren next. Comedian Greg Warren in the studio. You can check him out. All of his tour dates all on his website. Just look up Greg Warren Comedy, or what is your website?
Greg Warren Comedy.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. You nailed it, man.
I'm pretty great. You can check that out. Did you ever find your birth certificate, by the way? Did you ever get that?
Yeah, I've got 12 of them now.
Wait, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. What?
I don't know. Not to steal one of your jokes or anything, but please tell Bobby your Carson.
Well, it's just at the DMV. I never have anything they want.
Right.
You have your birth certificate. My birth certificate. That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence.
Magna Carta. You just keep going, just adding things. As I just look at you, sir.
Magna Carta.
Here's
sir.
the Louisiana Purchase.
Sir. Are you
Man,
done,
that's
sir?
how that joke would have been better, and it's already on tape. I should have just started listing the Magna Carta. Would have been great.
No.
Man,
half the audience wouldn't even know what you're talking about.
I'm
anyway.
coming in here 2 days before I record the next one because that would have made that.
Yeah.
I'd be famous by now.
Sure,
and
whatever.
I added Magna Carta to that joke.
Gonna get D to punch up for you.
But you know the DMV it really is terrible, and you think that they would fix it. It's become such a punchline, literally, that over the years you would think, my gosh, surely, but no, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's the most. It's like going to please don't take any offense to it.
DMV?
It's like going to the post office. It is so depressing there.
Same company.
Huh?
It is the same company. It's the same company. It is, man.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah. It is the same. Yeah. Man, they got my name wrong on my driver's license.
What?
Yeah, I'm Greg Warren, and they shorted me an R. I didn't realize until like 5 days later. I got home and I was wearing.
Greg Warren.
And I was gonna go back. Now I'm like, I have to go back to the worst place in the world. And then I was getting ready to leave, and I was like, hold on. When in life do you really get a fresh start? I'm starting over as Warren, and things are going to be a little different.
Yeah.
It's a clean. Warren did not make the mistakes that Warren made.
No.
Yeah.
And then you could keep going. You could be Geg. You could be Geg Warren.
Geg Warren sounds like a fighter, maybe. So
The Salesman, it is available. It's streaming now for free. It's on YouTube. You just go to Nate Bargatze's YouTube, right?
YouTube, Greg Warren, the
Nate
Salesman.
Land Entertainment, and then search Greg Warren, and you're going to find that. There's also, you could go down the YouTube path of just diving into all kinds of great bits, like Running Isn't for Old People. It's a great classic.
Oh, thanks, man.
There's a lot of good stuff on there. I love, whenever we found out you were coming in, I just started digging through. I'm like, ooh, that's good. It's funny. I didn't know the other joke.
Yeah, there's some old stuff on there that I probably wish wasn't. But
Flute Man?
I like Flute Man. I started talking about wrestling again. That was about when I wrestled. And I wrestled at Missouri when I was in school.
Uh-huh.
And
what weight you wrestle at?
wrestled 150, and then my senior year 158 I bumped up. But
That's cute.
my freshman year I was I was not good. I took some beatings, and the worst one was this place called University of Northern Iowa. And they
know wrestling.
Yeah, they were good, and I got tired in the third period, and I could not move. And the referee, the one guy that's charged with my safety, started making fun of me. He to the crowd. He was playing to the crowd. He was like, "Are you okay down there, son?" And they're like, "Ha ha ha ha!" And my coach never let me forget that. If I had one bad practice, like 3 years later, Warren, this reminds me of when you laid down at Northern Iowa. You laid down at Northern Iowa, Warren. I remember it. Even if I had a good practice, like, Warren, you got after it today. Good job. Bunner, you're pathetic. You remind me of when Warren laid down at Northern Iowa. And he always said reminded, like he mentioned it every 3 days. I don't think he needed to be reminded. I think it was always on his mind.
Always.
I think every morning he woke up like, well, I better not lay in this bed like Warren did in Northern Iowa. He also said laid down. Like, I want to be clear to you guys. Like, I didn't lay down. I was forced down. I stayed down. I'll give you that. But laid and stayed, it's a difference. It's a subtle difference.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll
outlive me. I talked to him last week, and he's in great shape.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm sure he'll show up at my funeral. This is a sad occasion. Warren was a good guy. I loved him. Y'all loved him. We can take a little bit of comfort in the fact that he's laying there in that casket like he did at Northern Iowa. That's where he likes to be. Roll him over on his belly, Fry. You know that's where he likes to be. That's where he's most comfortable.
Greg Warren, everyone. Greg Warren. Check him out online. Greg, good to see you again.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, brother.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thanks a ton, man.
All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
You were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.